5-foot snowflakes suspended along the alleyways. Be sure to check out Village Park, too, with our red holiday trees, too. In addition, 4 15-foot natural trees along Main Street are decorated in red LED lights with new treetop stars and warm white LED lights on top. The corner at Main Street and Lafayette has a grouping this year with 3 tall trees, all lit as well. The DDA decorated each year as a promotion for our historic downtown. This year, Matthew Joseph Electrical Company of Romeo has installed the decorations using professional landscape plans created by Hamilton Anderson of Detroit. Be sure to come downtown and enjoy the whole holiday experience while you dine, shop, and explore downtown Romeo this season.
Last week, the Second Baptist Church in the Village celebrated its 90th year of ministry. Romeo grad Pastor Mark Akels leads this flock. The church recently hosted a faith healer from Lexington, Kentucky to come and preach, and Reverend Akels wants to share with you the spirit and healing taking place at his church. And now, here's Paul with Bulldog Sports.
The 2009 varsity football season came to an end on the gridiron in Clarkston last Friday night. The Dogs were coming off a big win against Grand Blanc and hoped that the momentum would continue as they took on the undefeated Wolves of Clarkston. The Wolves' game plan was to stop Big Ben Brown, and that is just what they did. Postseason honors continue to come in for the Romeo coaches. Varsity soccer coach Raymond Riederer was named Coach of the Year in the MAC.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Yes, it was a nice honor to get Coach of the Year again. It really comes down to, though, that it's the players that you have to really thank for getting that honor. We had a lot of really talented, good players this year. Saul Orozco was the Macomb Mac White League MVP, most valuable player. We had quite a few other kids like Robbie Flynn, Zach Mabey, and some other ones, David Maldonado, Steve Saliga, that were on the all-league team and also the all-conference and all-district teams. So we had quite a few kids that really made that happen this year. So I'm really excited to have that honor again, but it really goes to the kids for making that happen. They had a phenomenal season with a 11-1 league record. They went to the district finals for the first time in many years, played Eisenhower. Unfortunately, we came away with the loss on that one, but we had some tough breaks in that with our star keeper, who was also #1 in the league, voted, Julian Becker, who went down with a back injury in the first game. And then our backup, Kyle Shell, went down with an ankle injury in the final game. We had to bring in a JV and very capable keeper, Mike Hummin, who did a fine job, but he had a couple rough minutes there as he was getting used to that level of play. So, again, it was a very good season, and I think the kids did a great job and should be commended for their efforts and their sportsmanship and everything this year. Along with me today I have my JV coach, Gerald Mozer, who is also taking over for me as the varsity coach of the girls. I'd like to let Jerry say a few words.
Thanks, Brian. What we're doing with the girls program is, as we said, Brian now has left it, and he left it in great hands. He's done a lot of great things over the last 4 to 5 years. And what we're doing now is we just want to take it to the next level. We have approximately 50 to 55 girls right now that I know of as far as trying to stock our JV and varsity program. I don't know the numbers yet on our freshmen. I would expect that we will probably have 15 to 20 girls. We also, starting in January, will be working on speed and agility training, getting them ready for tryouts. A lot of them do play on travel soccer teams, which is a good thing for us. And we know that just like in the boys program this year, we were real pleasantly surprised that we had our largest number. I think we had 80 to 85 boys coming out, and we're expecting to do that with the girls program. The only thing is that for the last couple years with the girls program, we have been playing some solid competition, and you never know how you're going to fare until it's time to go out and actually play the games. But I will say that the first impression is that between the girls, their parents, and everybody involved, we're excited. We're looking forward to it, and we'll see exactly what happens at the end of the year.
The 2009 girls volleyball season also came to an end last week with a loss to Rochester Adams. They fell in 4 games. On a positive note, though, the Lady Dogs were co-champs of the White Division of the MAC with a very respectable 25-16-3 record. Coach Stacy Williams was disappointed with the loss in the district, but thought overall it was a good season. That's it for This Week in Sports, Jeannie. But next up on the Dog calendar is the wrestling and basketball seasons, and Channel 6 Sports will be there covering the winter schedule.
Well, thanks, Paul. Local farmer George Van Hootie came up with a great idea to raise money that will be donated to the Romeo Kiwanis, and also a way for him to get rid of some of his excess pumpkins. A crane was brought in, and when people made a donation, pumpkins were dropped. Over 350 pumpkins and melons were dropped that day, raising $130. We were surprised to learn that a 250-pound watermelon with Channel 6's logo on it was dropped, making it the biggest splash of the day. So for the news crew at Channel 6, we want to thank you for tuning in.